paddling. No fish, and we are entering Wildlands Creek.
Narrow creek, 14 kilometers the way the crow flies that I need to battle through.
It's worse than I thought. Just gonna keep trudging along. Probably take the next decent spot to camp.
Muggy.
One muskol down. Open it up a bit here. It's only the branch manager. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut her down. Hopefully this trip turns into not a piece of shit before too long. Looks like the beavers upriver have patched the dams I broke, because last night when I pulled in here there was actually a pretty good current, and now there's none. So I'm gonna have less water till I haul. Just when you haul over the dams, it kind of pushes them down a bit, and more water gets over them, and the beavers come and fix it right away, so it isn't that all the water's gone out. Actually, that's the best way if you want to hunt a beaver. If it's building a dam, it's a nuisance beaver somewhere on your property where it's legal, obviously. You just you go break their dam and just wait a couple hours till they come fix it. Tricky spot to get in and out, particularly because it drops to about 3 feet deep. Immediately off the bank. That looks like rain. Huh. My raincoat's all packed away. Maybe I'll just freaking get soaked. It's pretty warm out. Cooled off quite a bit as soon as these clouds blew in though. Yeah, it looks very rainy. Very rainy. Immediately hauling, already out of a canoe. Well, I don't feel like getting soaked just yet today. Nothing's easy. Nothing's ever easy. First one of the day, just getting warmed up. And now an older bushwhack. Yikes. Look at how deep it is back here. I'm gonna jump out and try pushing off. Ejected by the tiny tree. First real paddle stroke of the day there. Back to more of this. Feels like it's gonna rain again. Joy. So I had to cut with the saw upside down there so it wouldn't pinch, and this wood's wet. So it'd be better to have a blade with rakers. This saw blade is epic at cutting dry wood, but anyways, it made fast work of that, but that was the key. I held my saw upside down. Now this side is probably free hanging. So that means this side will be lighter, so it probably won't bind. So I'll try cutting from the top. Oh, she's binding. Oh, I lost my wedding ring. Damn it. It's just one of the rubber ones anyways. Damn it. Sorry, honey. Just caught around a little nub and pulled off. Okay, at this point it probably would have been easier just to pull over it. Come on, you bastard. Can't get through that. Too much tangled underwater. Alright, one more try. Come on, you bastard. This is a freaking war. There we go. Yes. Ta-da! Holy Christ. Another substantial dent in the timing for the day. Yes, sawing off a log so I can go through this. Ow, right in the eye. Looks like The last group that came through cut that log and cut this too. Hey, that run. There's still a creek here? Oftentimes what'll happen is there'll be an old beaver dam that'll basically start to grow in almost like an island, and basically it'll divert the water of the river, even though it's usually often not an operating beaver dam anymore. It'll turn the water into braids, and during those braided parts, not one of those braids has very much water, and if it's not swampy on the shore like it isn't here, it means like trees can grow close to the creek and alder bushes can go close to the creek, and they just make your life a living hell when you combine all those things. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. I guess this is just how it's going to be. There's going to be parts like this. There's going to be parts that are easier, but it is consistently on the whole going to get more volume as more tributaries feed it. But it's going to be never ending. I'm not even halfway through this stuff, and I've been going at it for the entire afternoon yesterday and all morning today. So it's pretty bushwhacky. It's not an easy go. So this is where my canoe is right now. I think maybe there's too many beaver dams upriver and they're just holding back a lot of water, but on top of that, even if the water was higher, I'd still have to deal with these alders, and they're just choking the creek. And it's getting shallower at parts too, with these kind of gravel sandbars that I can barely get over. I can see signs from another group passing through where they had to cut alders as well. And I have to go and recut those stumps basically because, they're sticking out of the water by about 1.5 feet. And so they're still squeezing my boat or pushing my boat. Alders are just like an absolute nightmare. They can't be killed by conventional weapons, these things. And so I had to recut those stumps just because the water's lower. So I might again be dealing with a challenge. I know the water's high for August, but compared to May, and which I think is the time that the last group did it, the water's definitely lower. So that's making things tougher. It's still going to be doable, but it's going to probably, between everything I've done so far, the beaver swamp not being there, the portage being completely overgrown, the long portage, and having to drag up that mud creek, and now this, I can't imagine that I'm not going to be a day behind. Hopefully I can get caught up in the latter stretches of the river though, we'll see. But anyways, it's basically just time for me to haul this boat through these bushes, and as best I can. I can't even get out of the boat and wade because in places the water is, almost stomach deep and even deeper a lot of the time. And I've had to saw off a lot of blowdowns too. So yeah, just when I thought it was getting easier, I'm actually in the hardest part yet. I just have the saw out left open, blades down, because I'm having to use it so regularly that I need it to be accessible. Wow, this is actually getting much better here all of a sudden. Maybe I'm through the hell. There's just a leech crawling in the boat. Boom, bullseye. Very few wide, deep sections, but they are wonderful when you get to one. looking pretty stormy. And now we go back into the dense alder bushes. So it might take me all day to get through this at this rate, which is just nuts. All day today, then plus yesterday, but maybe I'll get through, I don't know, little bit by little bit. It's not taking a ton of energy like portaging. It's certainly not easy, but it's super slow going. I just got to stay patient and keep going and know that eventually the end will come. But here's what's next. Oh, crap. Can't saw through this one. I think just the way the crow flies this whole creek together is like 10 or 11 kilometers. But if you add up all the winds and twists, I wouldn't be shocked if it was double that. So that's a long way. And it's slow going because so much of it is alder choke. It's not like paddling 22K across, you know, a flat lake or downriver. It's a very different story. And also all the bends, some of them you have to slow down and almost stop before you can turn, so you really lose momentum. Well, I've just come up to another blowdown, and you can see it was cut on that side there, the end, but obviously the water level is up much higher and they were able to just cut one part and then float over there. So oh geez, and there's one right there too. I just looked up and I see another blowdown around the corner. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this in order to get by, and then I'm gonna have another one almost immediately. Here's where the other piece was cut right there. Good to know there's some other crazy sons of bitches that attempted this. It's in a very awkward position because where it is, it's binding in the middle and I can't reach to get under it. So I'm gonna just try ramming it right now. And hopefully the weight of my boat snaps it the rest of the way. Did it. Day in the life. Day in the life of Jim Baird. Getting hungry, but there's just nowhere decent to pull over or to pull up. Pull up on a beaver dam and eat, but I've got to kind of access my food barrel. Whoa. Can't get under there. Means I gotta saw it again. Oh man, I just want to nuke all those alder bushes, man. Oh, another blowdown. It's all about the experience. There's another down tree right there. Never want to see another branch again after this. Water is not particularly warm here. Oh, I see another one. Well, this is just how it's going to be. It's going to be logs down, blowdowns all over the place. Just pulled up at the next down tree. Big one. the best spot I could find to eat. All right, well, summer sausage. And keep plugging on like this, honestly, for another 7 hours. Another 6 hours, 6.5. And pull over. Before I thought I'd be able to make it past French Lake into the North French, run a couple of rapids, but now I'll be amazed if I even make it to French Lake. It's a real slog through here. Real slog. Remember, kids, lift with your back, not with your legs. Oh, stop it! Oh, stop it! Oh, job. Tried to pull my paddle, but I couldn't get it out from under the seat. At the same time, the canoe slid. That's terrible. Terrible. No wonder I wanted to take a rest there. Close that up. Stab one of my bags or something. Looks like maybe I'll be able to get over this one. This is just hilarious. Oh my God. What was happening there, for the love of God? Okay. Please let this get a little easier. Still in a patch where the trees are going right to the edge of the creek, so I mean there could be another down tree right around this corner. There is. But it looks like I might be able to get over it. Hooray! Holy crap, guys. I've reached the confluence of Wildland Creek and some random unnamed creek. This This is an enormous milestone for me. And I have a note on my map that not right away, but in a ways, the volume will increase. We're gonna take this winding creek all the way up to there still. But it looks like maybe the volume's even increased now, even though that's a very slow moving tributary. So we're doing it. I made it through that horrific section of the down trees. There could be another section like that around the corner, but that was just, that was something else. So, more or less the way the crow flies, I've done 6K and there's 5 left. So I'm like just over half done. Now, of course, it's way further than that because the creek's so windy and twiggly. But it's not really about the distance, it's about the difficulties ahead. So if my notes are correct and the volume increases, that means I'm going to be able to do this next spot a lot faster, maybe even make it to French Lake today. Fingers crossed. Oh geez, another log. River has some more volume though. We just passed another tributary and sure enough, this thing widened up and picked up too. So it's actually, if it gets any faster, I'm gonna have to throw my life jacket on and keep an eye out for sweepers around the corner. And the river is way bigger. See you later, sucker log. A sweeper is just a strainer, a down tree in the moving water. If it picks up, could be a concern. Getting there. Slowly but surely. Wah, wah, wah. Well, here we have something quite interesting. Maybe I can just cut bit by bit. I'd have to literally unload the boat. It would be like literally a portage to get around this thing. This thing must have just come down recently. Looks like I should be able to cut a passage under it. Oh. If there was like ripping current and you couldn't get to shore, this could be real dangerous. Yeah. Through. That is a big son of a bitch. Wow, it's almost starting to feel like a river. Well, this is starting to look a lot more substantial. I actually have some water here. Started out just a tiny stream and now we actually have a small river. I think I'm going to make it to French Lake. I thought maybe I could even make it into the North French and run a couple rapids, and maybe I still can. This is way faster. But first I just got to take some water and drop some tabs in there because I got to avoid the dehydration. It's a serious issue, so I'm going to do that quickly. I usually can get away with just putting one tab in the 1.5 liters, but because this water is beaver swamp extraordinaire, I'm putting two. Two's not bad for you though. I actually hear that none of it is particularly good for your gut bacteria. That can throw off your ecology and your insides, but not as bad as being dehydrated. Now I wait a half an hour and I got my next batch of water. I usually keep the tabs on me just in a pocket or something. Somebody told me that apparently the tabs, they're not good. They kill certain good bacteria in your insides and can take your gut some time to regenerate. That's probably true. I've used them for fairly extended periods of time and I've never noticed that. I've never had an issue. And I notice when I don't use them, I get dehydrated because it takes too long to pump water or boil water or gravity filter water. And it's just not something I pull over and do, where the tabs are right there. I pop them in. It's just the simplest, easiest way to do things. You got to wait a half an hour before it's ready to drink with the kind I'm using. When you're really thirsty, Bear Grylls drinks piss, so you know, what do you care? Please, not too many more of those. Onwards we go. We got a little rapid-a-poo. Yeah! Woo! It's a big deal for me right now. I am making way better time. Ever since that huge down tree I had to saw a passage under, the river has got volume. I gotta actually be careful. If there's a place with much more current like that, in a blind corner there could be like a sweep or a down tree there that I crash into. It could cause problems. Now it's really increased volume. It's picking up. No more alder hell, knock on wood. But I'm sure there's gonna be a couple more blowdowns crossing the river. This is a really good sign, because before, the way it was going, I was thinking maybe I won't even be able to make it to French Lake. Well, if it keeps up like this, for sure I'm gonna make it, and maybe even further. So good news. Oh, and it just felt so good to have actually like a little kind of swift or bouldery rapid to run. Like, oh, plenty more of that to come. Yes, I'm getting there. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh God, a tree across the river. I think I can haul over it. Oh, there's a bluff here eroding away and everything's just slid down with the bluff. Look at that, right on the balance point. All that water is making it a lot harder to haul the boat. Look at the amount of debris in here. Insane. Freaking bailing like a teeter-totter. Down, up, down, up, down. Little baby leech. Up. That should do. Whoa. Gym 1, log jam 0. Alright, see if we can get some kilometers behind us here. Oh. Really? Oh, can I sneak by it? I can sneak by it. Holy sh**. It's French Lake. Hell yeah. Oh, what a mission that creek was, man. Look at this. It's, oh God, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's about 3:30, so I'm gonna have time to get my paddle into the North French River today, after all, because I got a couple more hours anyways. Yes, and let me tell you, that last section, if it was like that crazy bushwhack and never-ending logs I saw, it would have taken me another day for sure. Like to the end of the day, it would have been camping in there. But just the fact that it opened up, and sure there's a few log jams, but I was able to basically just make way better time with current. I was able to freaking nail it and made it to French Lake. Yes, this is like another huge, I don't know, big moment right now for me. So awesome. Like now, right behind that island there is the mouth, and I will officially be in the North French River. How amazing is that? Actually, next time, just take a float plane into this lake, you know? But this was an awesome mission though, let me tell you. But you know, you could just start from here if you want to buck up for a float plane charter, but not nearly as much as a hardcore adventure though, I'll tell you that right now. This is a wilderness lake right here. The last time anybody was on this lake, God knows,